Hello and welcome to another episode here on the Three Strands pod. I hope you guys are feeling hydrolated, rejuvenated, something else aided. Yeah, I didn't get that far. But yes, I do hope you guys are feeling good, feeling positive, feeling productive, and everything else. Today, it was actually raining. It was a bit of a slow day. But it was an alright day, and then just as the day is ending, as I'm setting up this microphone, I break my fingernail, which is the second one today and the third one this week. I'm just... wow. Can we just take a second? I was feeling good, but yeah, that really just... it can make you a Debbie Downer. Wow. So I'm going to cut my nails off because I have 3 missing nails. The one that just chipped now, it's not even cut, it's just chipped. And it's my thumb. So, yeah. Kind of wishing I didn't pick up the mic. But hey, here we are. Anywho's, as I said, I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys haven't lost any nails as I have. Or if you have, well, brother, the week goes on. It only gets better from here. Amen. Amen. All right. Without further ado, or do not, or do you want to? What am I saying? What am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so without further ado, cue the intro.
This time don't stop and it don't wait up. I look to the pros and the cons and it don't wait up. Don't care if it's wrong or it's right.
So I've been doing a little bit of digging, doing a little bit of research, trying to unearth as much Black history as I can. Because there is just some aspects of Black history that we just don't know about. And some that have been kind of altered and, they've just kind of, flipped the story here and there, etched out this bit and replaced it with that, There's a lot of that going on. So, I was doing a little bit of research and I came across this story that I'd never heard of about a woman I've never heard of. And yeah, like I said, there are parts of this particular story that have been altered. And yeah, when I tell you guys the story, you understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's a bit sus. There's a few sus areas in this story, but we'll get into it. Okay, so this is the story of Sarah Rector, who was coined the coined the richest coloured girl in the world. So Sarah Rector was born on the 3rd of March, 1902, and died on the 22nd of July, 1967, which wasn't that long ago. That was 53 years ago? Right. Apparently Sarah Rector was coloured, but not an African American. But she was, according to the sources, African American member of the Muskogee, or in brackets, Creek Nation, which is federally recognized Native American tribe based in Oklahoma. Her parents were owned by Creek Indians. This is before the Civil War. And then the website, now, I don't know why they didn't change the name of this website, but knowing Americans, am I surprised? No. So the website US Slave explained that her, being Sarah Rector, and around 600 other Black children were entitled to land allotments as children of enslaved people belonging to Creek Nation. Right. And so in 1866, Creek Nation signed a treaty with the US government that promised to emancipate their 16,000 slaves. That is a lot of people. And incorporate them into their nation as citizens, which to me, that bit just sounds wild. Okay, incorporate them into their nation as citizens. What is that? How dehumanizing can you be? Why were they not citizens of the nation before? But again, knowing Americans, are we surprised? No. And so the 16,000 slaves were entitled to, quote, equal interest in the soil and national funds. So the federally imposed Dawes Allotment Act 1887 sparked the beginning of the, quote, total assimilation of the Indians of the 5 civilized tribes by forcing them to live on individually owned lots of land instead of communally as they had for centuries. So, 3 things. The Dawes Allotment Act 1887 was a US law that provided the distribution of Indian reservation land among individual Native Americans with the aim of creating responsible farmers in the white man's image. What is that? What is that? What is that? Anywho, what was it? Oh, the 5 civilized tribes are Sequoia, which is Cherokee, Pushmataha, I hope I said that right, which is Choctaw or Choctaw, I'm not sure. Selector, which is Muskogee or Creek, Chickasaw, and the last one is Osceola. I think it's Osceola, and it's also known as Seminole or Seminole, I'm not sure. But yeah, those are the 5 civilized tribes. And yeah, I thought when I was reading this, I was like, it's a bit rude that they're forcing them to live on individual lots of land if for centuries they've been living together in like these different communities. Like, this is the kind of stuff that they do to try and break down the natives or the Indians or whoever. Like, again, these are the Americans. Are we surprised that they're doing this? No. Disappointed, but not surprised. Again, yeah, we've heard that they're giving them like allotments of land, but the land that they were giving was inferior, infertile and rocky, and they were reserving like the good and wealthy and fertile lands for the white settlers. Again, are we surprised? No. Tell me something I don't know. And so Sarah Rector's father actually petitioned the court to sell the land that they were given because they couldn't afford to pay the $30 annual property tax, which, looking at $30 now, everyone's probably like, oh yeah, we could patent that, whatever. But remember, $30 then is more than obviously they could handle, right? So the Muskogee County actually denied the petition due to legal restrictions and whatever. Cool. So Sarah Rector's father leased their land to the Standard Oil Company, and then an independent oil driller actually found a gusher which was able to bring in 2,500 barrels. And so then they had an income of $300 a day, which, again, according to the sources, is around $7,000 today. Crazy. Now, imagine if the Muskogee County weren't snakes. I don't know if there were real legal restrictions that were preventing him from getting rid of the land or exchanging this part of land for a different... I don't know. We don't know if there were real restrictions or if they were just like, no, this is what we're giving you, deal with it. We're gonna just say we can't do anything about it, but really and truly we just don't want to. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? But yeah, it managed to work in their favor. Now here is where the story kind of starts to get a bit confusing. Right. So there was a local paper called the Kansas Star, and they published a story with the headline, "Millions to a Negro Girl. Sarah Rector, 10 years old." And this is in September 1913. Okay? So in January 1914, the following year, they continued the story, but why is the headline different? Oil made Pickaninny rich. Oklahoma girl with $15,000 a month gets many proposals. 4 white men in Germany want to marry the Negro child that they may share her fortune. Sorry, could you just repeat that? I didn't get it. Baby, I just don't get it. What did you say? 4 white men in Germany want to marry the Negro child that they may share her fortune. Huh? Sorry, one more time. Could you? I think I missed something. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 white men in Germany want to marry the Negro child that they might share her fortune. Sorry, but this is Oklahoma we're talking about, and Germans are trying to do marriage proposal. Whether German men or Oklahoma men, why are you sending marriage proposals to a child because of peas? Dog, it's not that deep. 4 white men in Germany want to marry the Negro child that they might share her fortune. What is that about? Big man thing, what is that about? Because of peas. Because of common peas. Because of cents and dollars. Because of pence and pounds. Huh? What kind of money do they use in Germany? Euro. Because of cents and euro. That's why you're doing marriage proposal to children. Dog. So what, there's no German women with peas? What, Germany was struggling hard them times? What, German women was really not up? On the real, no, let's actually deep it. Men are sending marriage proposals to a child because of money. Bottom barrel. Bottom of the... as in, that's the sound of the barrel on your head. You are actually holding up the barrel. That's how low you must be. No, life is never, ever, ever that deep. Like, are you actually that low that that's your only way to get peas, that you need to send a marriage proposal to a child? So there's a word for them kind of men there. So there's a word for them man there. You might know them words there. Let me not talk too much, but... Boy, listen, don't go and send marriage proposals to children because of money, because... What is that? What is that? Because of peas, listen. Oh, bye, man, bye. But you know, that's not even the craziest part. That's just part 1 now. So, records were showing that Sarah Rector's guardianship actually switched from her parents to a white man named TJ Porter. Now, when I was reading that, I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? What? Why would it switch? Who is TJ Porter? I was reading. There's no mention of her parents dying suddenly from this disease or this disease. Nothing. No sudden heart attacks. No sickness. Nothing. So why is this white man suddenly her legal guardian? Where was this white man before? When they were giving out land, where was this white man? What is that? What is that? Who's TJ Porter? I was Googling him. Couldn't find anything. Only linked to Sarah Rector saying, oh yeah, he became her legal guardian. Oh, TJ Porter, Sarah Rector's guardian. Sarah Rector, TJ Porter. There's nothing on him. But am I surprised? Are we actually surprised that this white man has suddenly become this rich black girl's legal guardian now that she's got peas? Are we surprised? No. Here's another part where the story just becomes done out. So, the Oklahoma legislator declared her, being Sarah Rector, to be white because of her wealth. What? How can you just declare someone to be white because they got peas? What does that even mean? There's an Oklahoma law that was passed that declared all the Indian people to be white. And then Sarah Rector was given, quote, special privilege to ride across the state in a Pullman car where it is denied for others of her race. What the hell are you saying? What are you saying? I don't understand what's happening here. At this point, it's not even red flags. It's just everything is red at this time. Everything is red. The sky, the floor, the water, the bed, the walls. Everything is red. Everything is red. I don't understand. How can you just declare someone to be white? As in, you're just being cured of sickness, you're free to go. You just declared white. What? What are you saying? How can you declare someone to be white? Either I'm white or I'm not white. I wasn't born white, I'm not white. How are you just going to go and tell people that she's white because she's got peas? When I was reading this, Big Man thing, it was spinning me. It was like there's just something new. First, white men are sending her flipping marriage proposals from Germany. Then now her guardianship is with this white don that she didn't know him. We don't know him. And now suddenly she's been declared white. Why can't she just be black and have peas? Why can't she actually just be who she is, Sarah Rector, and have peas? Why does she gotta be white? Why she gotta be white for? Why she gotta be white? So what, black people can't have peas? Indian Americans can't have peas. Native Americans can't have peas. The Indians can't even be Indian. The Indians gotta be white. Why has everybody gotta be white? Big man thing, why does everybody have to be white? Like, I just don't... Fam, big man... When you actually read into stuff and you do some research, some stuff will actually just spin you. How are you just gonna just change someone's race because they have money? Imagine that, like, you actually come into money, and then they're just like, oh yeah, you're no longer Nigerian, you're British, you're white. Yeah, you're no longer from Madagascar, you're now white. No, I'm not. So why are you telling people I'm white? I'm not flipping white. What the hell is as if no one is ever gonna see her, as if her picture's not gonna be anywhere, as in no one's ever gonna see this Sarah Rector go in life. They're just gonna hear her name and just think, oh, white girl. But this is the thing that was spinning me. When you were writing flipping, what's it called, newspaper articles, you were doing Negro girl, doing pickaninny, you doing this, doing that, but now she's white. So are white people Negroes, or what? What's real and what's fake at this point? Because what's the story? I would like to know. I would like to know. What is the story in Balamuri? Wouldn't you like to know? Big one thing. I would love to know what the story in Balamuri is, because is Sarah Rector a white girl or a black girl? How are you just gonna sell us this story that this girl was what, poor and black and rich and white, but it's the same girl? Is she Michael Jackson, or what's happening here? What's happening here? Even Michael Jackson, when he was black, he was rich, and he was white, he was rich. What? I don't understand. This is actually spinning me, as in this is how they just change history. And this isn't even like a story that I knew of before I researched it. So I was like, oh my gosh, this woman that they were telling us was white was actually black. No, as in they just changed her race and we didn't even hear of the story anyway. But why would you change her race anyway? Why can't she just be black? You were so happy to cuss her out when she was black. Now she's got peas. Now she's got peas. She has to be white. Oh my gosh, people. Wow. Why people just be doing the most, you know? This is more than gentrification and racism. This is just some serious mental illness. As in, you passed a law that declares Indians white. But they're not white, they're Indians. You just said it. You just told me it's red. How are you going to tell me to call this red pink? But it's not pink. Or call this red black. But it's not black. It's red. So why am I going to call the Indians white? We just established that they're not white, they're Indian. So what are you saying? Who is the fool? You or me? Me or you? Huh? Who? Baby, I just don't get it. Are you swilly? Are you skunked? I love when people say that, you know. Are you skunked? Are you skunked? You have to ask. Turn to your neighbor and ask them, are you skunked? Oh my gosh. On a real, Big Ben thing, I don't understand what the purpose of that was. But that's not even really the end of the story. But that's where the Higgy Hago just ends. But yeah, to finish off the story, Sarah Rector was 18 when she moved to Kansas City in Missouri. And she moved into a house which is now known as Rector Mansion. She was a millionaire. She owned stocks. She owned stocks, bonds. Oh, and she actually has had, because she's passed away now, bakery, which is called Busy Bee Cafe in Muskogee, which, according to Facebook, is still up and running, but obviously because of Corona, it's actually not open right now. But yeah, I thought that was quite a fun fact. So if you ever go to Muskogee in Oklahoma, I suggest that you check out the Busy Bee Cafe, see if it's up and running. Why not? She does have 3 sons, but you know, the internet didn't have very much information on them other than their names and their parents being Sarah Rector and then grandparents. But yeah, I hoped I could have done some digging into them to see what they do now, because again, she only died in, 67, which yeah, isn't that long ago. So had there been information on her sons, I felt like it would have been quite easy to figure out who they are and what they do. But yeah, there was very little to no information. But yeah. Oh, and sadly, the Rector Mansion has been abandoned for quite some time. But yeah, people still visit it. Again, if you are in Missouri, check out the check out the Rector Mansion. That's all from me today regarding Sarah Rector, the richest coloured girl in the world. I hope you guys enjoyed the story, and if you do manage to find any more information regarding Sarah Rector or Rector Mansion or her cafe or anything, do let me know either via social media, email, somewhere, somehow. You decide. But yes, I would love to hear your thoughts on Sarah Rector or any other not very common stories regarding Black history. Yeah. Be sure to let me know, and I hope you guys tune into the next episode. Until then, peace in the Middle East to you and your crew.
Yeah, this time don't stop and it don't wait up. I look to the pros and the cons and it don't wait up. Don't care if it's wrong or it's right. Show me a